Ooh, look at these cheesy raviolis. Ooh, look at that. Honey, I'm about to show you how to make these. Y'all, this little recipe that I'm fixing to do, honey, it is so full of some yummy flavors. So first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my meat in there. I use the organic ground beef, but you use whatever you want. And I'm using about 1 pound of it. Get that all cooked up in here, and then we'll move on to the next ingredient in it. All right, now we're gonna start with our little seasoning in this because we got our meat almost done. I'm gonna put about 1/2 teaspoon of salt and about 1 teaspoon of pepper. Into that, I'm gonna put me a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of parsley, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now we're gonna add us a tablespoon of fresh garlic, a tablespoon of basil, fresh basil that I put in here that we're gonna put in this. Now we're gonna put us some chopped up fresh spinach. That's probably about, I'd say about 2 cups, because you know spinach, once you cook it, it cooks down pretty fast and little. And we're just gonna get this incorporated in this meat real good. So you don't have to have it real good and wilted, because it'll cook the rest of the way in the oven. In my Pyrex pan, in the bottom, I put some butter on there, and then I used some Rayo's homemade marinara sauce. And I just added a little bit of that on the bottom, and I added a little bit of water because I wanted it a little bit more juicy than what it was, because the consistency was a little thick. So now what we're gonna do, now I have these, and this is the kind you can use. I dropped it. The 4 cheeses. But now, honey, you can use any kind of raviolis you want. If you don't want to cook your meat, they even have them with meat in them. But I like them with just the cheese. So what we're going to do, we're just going to layer this on the bottom with our raviolis. Now, I know the package calls for you to go ahead and boil these, but they'll get cooked in the oven. That's why I wanted this a little bit juicy in the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna add my hamburger meat, you know, that I cooked with my spinach and all the little seasonings and stuff in it. We're gonna make us a little layer on top of this. And then on that layer, I'm gonna put me some mozzarella cheese. And honey, I'm telling y'all, this is a quick little meal right here. Then we're gonna add us some Parmesan cheese on top of it. Now, I didn't add no salt or pepper on my little raviolis because you know that Parmesan cheese, sometimes it can be pretty salty. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna make us another layer of this. Well, I almost forgot about my sauce. We gotta pour our sauce on it. Now, honey, this is almost like a lasagna, but it's better and a lot quicker. Now, I added me a little bit of water to my jar to pour on top of this, because I do want it a little runny, because that will help my raviolis cook. Y'all, you can't get a supper any quicker than this. Well, unless you go to a restaurant. But then you gotta wait. Okay, now I've got another layer of my raviolis. But now let me let you know something about this. If you don't want to go to all of this, of making little layers and all that, honey, just pour your raviolis in there, put your meat on top, put your sauce, and go with it. You don't have to make layers. I'm just doing it because I like to make layers with the raviolis. I'll put me some more marinara sauce on top. I know a lot of kids like them cans of raviolis, but I think they'd really like this because you ain't got to bake it in the oven but for about 20 minutes. 20-25 minutes, and we're gonna bake it covered up so that the noodles will get all cooked. And we got our oven on about 375. And then what we'll do, we'll uncover it and we'll bake it with the aluminum foil off so our cheese will get good melted on top. Now we're ready for our last little top, and that's our cheese. Now I did start out with about 2 cups of mozzarella and 2 cups of Parmesan, but you know, you use as much as you want. Now, I'm not using as much Parmesan as I did the mozzarella. So, all right, this is ready, and we're gonna get it in the oven, and we're gonna bake it, like I told you, about 20-25 minutes. Y'all, it's hot out of the oven. I'm gonna sneak me a bite. Y'all, this tastes like you got an Italian chef hiding in the back of your door at home. Honey, y'all go make you some of this and share it with your friends and family. And honey, always remember to smile because God sure does love you. And baby, He's got this no matter what.